any better, Borden? This isn't a battle, it's a slaughter. Our men didn't have a chance. They never had, do you hear me?
Steady there, boy, steady now.
But you don't understand. We planned a surprise attack, didn't we? And yet we were the ones surprised. Our men walked into a deliberate trap. The Germans knew our objective and our zero hour exactly.
Well, I'd better call up headquarters.
Major Andrews speaking.
This is Captain Stewart, 28th Division. Our attack has been repulsed along the entire sector, sir. I have to report a complete failure.
Send in your casualty report. Captain Stewart reports, sir, that the 28th was beaten back too.
The Germans must have known of our plans before our own junior officers.
Captain Lamb, everything that's done here, all our orders, our entire line of campaign, they're known immediately to the enemy. For the last year, every time one of our plans has miscarried, it's been blamed on Strendler. Well, he must be caught.
But, sir, we're not exactly certain what he looks like. But we do expect some results very soon.
And until then, we are supposed to let the Germans go on learning anything and everything they please.
If you'll permit me, sir, what about Williams? He's the best spy we have. But he's the keystone of our whole system in Germany. We can't afford to bring him back here.
We must bring him back. It's well known that Strendler is working in this vicinity. Obviously, we shall need our shrewdest operator to catch him. Williams is the man for the job. Notify Williams immediately.
Yes.
Major Andrews, instruct Commander Phelps to have a pilot stand by to pick up Williams from behind the German lines.
Very good, sir.
Bennett, Williams will be waiting for you at the north edge of the woods outside Bamorel at 9 o'clock. He'll be wearing a white smock so that you can identify him from the air. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Good luck.
Thank you, sir.
Cheerio, Phelps.
Right, Major.
Back to headquarters.
Good luck to your trip.
Thank you, sir. A jolly little assignment, isn't it? Not an ounce of trouble.
Are you sure you want to do it, Bennett?
Of course, sir. Democracy and all that, you know.
Very well, you push off before dawn tomorrow. You follow the railroad tracks up the Selwa Valley. That'll put you above Balmoral at 9 o'clock.
Right you are, sir.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Schwerer Hauptmann.
Das ist von Strendler.
Notify the air circus that we'll have work tomorrow at dawn.
Wohl, Hauptmann.
The poor blight is surrounded. He hasn't a blinking chance in the world.
I wonder where
Look
his
at him
mate is.
flip-flopping there. The God.
I'll make sure the letter to your mother is posted before I leave. Let me see now. Mrs. Arthur Bennett, 30 Cumberland Terrace, London.
Please, don't go away, Helena.
I've got to, Frank. And you've got to go to sleep. Come on, now, close your eyes.
But won't you come back?
No,
Why, Helena?
I can't explain. Keep your eyes closed.
You know, Helen, I think I'm falling in love with you.
I'm afraid you're talking yourself into something. Try and go to sleep, please.
Bitte schön, gnädiges Fräulein. Fräulein von Larbe.
Herr Baron.
At ease. In recognition for your past services to the Fatherland, and because of the success of your mission at the English base hospital at Mornay, His Imperial Majesty has ordered me to confer upon you this decoration. This, my Fräulein, is a most distinguished honor.
I am very grateful.
You have studied these directions?
Yes, Excellency.
Repeat them.
I will proceed to Kiel and report to the commander of submarine U-53. He will conduct me to the North Irish coast. From there, I will make my way to Liverpool to Henry Thompson, who will take care of the London end.
Good. Herr Kapitän, destroy the directions.
Bitte schön, Herr Oberst.
Bitte setzen Sie sich.
Lausche.
Henry Thompson is highly esteemed by the British officials. He should have no difficulty, nor arouse any suspicion in placing you in the Arthur Bennett home.
Arthur Bennett?
Yes. Anything wrong?
No, certainly not, Excellency. It's just that you startled me with the name of the new cabinet minister.
While in London, you will take your orders directly or indirectly, whichever he may choose, from Franz Strendler.
Strendler?
Fräulein questions this?
No. It's just that I thought that he was in France.
Strendler is in London, has been for several months. The British would give an entire army corps to capture him. And all the while, he's under our so high noses, constantly communicating with us by wireless to Zeebrugge.
I feel very proud, Herr Baron. I'm honored to be chosen to work with Strendler. May I ask, Excellency, what is my objective in this mission?
The objective is to deal a death blow to the Allies. Aside from Strendler, that's all any of us know. There is a new password.
Yes, Herr Baron?
Immer vorwärts.
Immer vorwärts. Always forward.
The answer? Niemals zurück.
Niemals zurück. Never backward.
Victory must be ours. We have but one objective. To win the war. Even if we have to fight the entire world. No nation, no group of nations can stop our advance. And the advance of German culture. We are destined to conquer the world. If our Kaiser is taken from us, a new leader will arise. I may not live to see it, but someday, Germany will own the world.
be pleased with your placing me in the Bennett home. You've arranged things very cleverly, Mr. Thompson.
Oh, it wasn't a very difficult assignment. No one suspects me in the slightest.
But how did you convince the Bennetts that I should be in their home?
By telling them the very sad story of Frances Hawtrey. About her poor old father, and her terrible hardships, and her amazing escape from those German brutes. By the time I'd finished, I had old Bennett on the verge of tears.
Henry Thompson, aside from myself, you're the nicest spy I know.
Thank you. Now, in the Bennett home, in addition to Mr. and Mrs. Bennett, there's a brother George and a daughter Dorothy.
Wasn't there a son?
Yes. Frank, I think his name is, but he's in France now in the Air Force. Oh, we shall be there in a moment. Nervous?
No, not at all.
Well, I do hope you'll be happy here.
I'm sure I will. You've been so kind.
Just wait, will you?
Oui, monsieur.
Miss Hawtrey and Mr. Thompson to see Mr. Bennett.
But of course, monsieur, mademoiselle. Please to come in. This way, please. Permit me, monsieur.
Thank you.
You are expected by Monsieur Bennett.
Hello, Thompson.
Hello,
Thought I heard your voice.
Mr. Bennett, George, may I present Miss Frances Hawtrey?
How do you do?
How do you do?
We've been expecting you. Oh, Valda, will you tell Mrs. Bennett that our guests have arrived?
At once, monsieur. Shall we go into the library?
Won't you sit down, Miss Hawtrey? Mr. Thompson.
Thanks.
We're so glad you were able to come to us.
We hope you'll be very happy here.
Thank you.
I understand you've had quite a time of it in Germany.
George.
It's all right, really. I don't mind talking about it.
I think this is wonderfully kind of you, Bennett.
Not at all.
As I told you, Miss Hawtrey and her father were interned in Germany from the very beginning of the war. And they were treated like cattle.
It wasn't so bad, really, until my father was accused of being an English spy. They didn't bother to say how or what he could have spied upon. They condemned him to death anyway. On July 14th, at 8 o'clock in the morning, I saw my father dragged from his cell and shot.
Maud, dear, this is Miss Frances Hawtrey. Miss Hawtrey, my wife.
How do you do?
Welcome, my dear.
Thank you so much.
And our daughter, Dorothy.
I'm very happy to know you.
You'll be a welcome addition to our family. I'll have your things sent up to your room right away.
Oh, they're still at the Savoy. You see, I couldn't convince Miss Hawtrey that she'd be really welcome. But I'm sure she understands now, don't you?
I do.
Valda.
May we, madame?
Miss Hawtrey's luggage is at the Savoy. See that it's brought here.
At once, madame. Vive l'Amérique! They will help my poor country. Eh, Monsieur Bennett?
Yes, Valda.
If only I could march with them, fight with them. Oh, pardon, monsieur.
Valda's case is very tragic. That bayonet wound in his cheek. He, a civilian, got that and 2 bullets in his leg from the Germans. His wife and baby were murdered before his eyes. Colonel Yates heard about Valda's case, asked me to help him by giving him this job. I've never regretted it.
Well, they're certainly a fine bunch of fellows.
Sad to watch them. More food for German guns.
God grant they will be the last. My dear, you're quite exhausted. Let me take you to your room.
Mr. Bennett, I'm so grateful. Mr. Thompson, I shan't see you again?
No. But I shall write you and let you know how things are going in America.
Well, good luck.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
I'll see you at dinner.
Well, I must run along. My trunks aren't packed yet, and the boat train leaves at 7.
Well, have a good trip, Thompson.
Thank you, I shall. And good luck to you both.
Thanks a lot.
Look after Miss Hawtrey.
Fine man, Thompson.
Pardon, mademoiselle. I take so long.
Not at all.
If mademoiselle will permit, I am very happy she stay here.
Thanks.
Something else? Some sandwich, perhaps?
No, thank you.
Very good.
Valdar,
Maybe, mademoiselle?
Mr. Bennett was telling me that you too are a victim of German cruelty.
Ah, mademoiselle, when I think what they have done to my country, my wife, my baby,
You certainly have every right to feel bitter, but don't you think that there might be people in Germany who feel equally bitter toward the Allies? Toward us?
We do not kill women and babies.
No, but the Germans might feel that anything warrants victory.